Good afternoon. How you doing today?
Pretty good, pretty good.
All right. Well, my name is Cameron Correa. I'm a financial advisor. Currently a student at Texas Tech, studying personal financial advising. So I'm gonna be advising you the best I can today.
Okay.
All right. What brings you in today?
Well, just really just getting started, just finished college, so, I really don't have, any clue on what I, need to do. So just kind of trying to figure out what direction I need to head in.
Okay, that's completely understandable. What do you currently have going? Like, what do you currently have your hands on and working with?
Well, right now, just have a job, 9 to 5, working with cars and stuff. And other than that, just getting, side money from, audio engineering and stuff like that. And that's pretty much it.
All right. So that's not a bad start. Like most people in your position or after college, you know what I'm saying, get a job just to get started and side money. You want to have multiple sides of income. So that's to also do it. So you're already on the right track and you're doing well. What would you say some of your goals are?
Really just to live comfortable. I just, I honestly want to be a guy that invests in real estate.
Mm-hmm.
I want to own a lot of properties and, stuff like that. But, I just want to be, live comfortable. So, nice car, nice house, picket fence, like everybody else. American dream, quote unquote.
Okay, for sure. All right, so let's see. Let's try to make some SMART goals, and we're going to do goals like short-term goals, and we're going to do like some intermediate and then some long-term goals.
Okay.
So like in the next 5 years, what would you say that like you would, or really let's start with the next 2 to 3 years. Like
3 years.
What would you say 2 to 3 years you would like to achieve? Or actually, I'm sorry. Let's start with a long-term goal, and then we'll start like where you want to finish. Then we'll go to the midterm, and then we'll see like what can we do now to help.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The long-term goal.
So in the long run, like I said, I'm real interested in real estate. So like I really want to go into like building properties.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to find land to start building properties and stuff like that. I think that'll be like the end goal. And then I want to be, as far as like what I want to be making, somewhere in between like 700 to 5 to 700 a year.
100K to 700K.
Yeah, that's what I want to be at a year.
Okay, not bad. Okay, so for like 5 years, what do you see yourself in 5 years?
5 years.
Are you just started? You get your first couple properties, or you?
In 5 years, I can see myself with a couple of properties. Definitely would have broke ground on one property and will be moving on to like another one. If not, just managing one, trying to figure out how to manage two. I think it'll be kind of a slow process, but once I get the hang of it, I think in between like 5 and 10 years, it'll like go from 1 to 10, and then from like 10 to 20 within the next 5. I just think like to start off, it'll be kind of small, but I think in 5 years I'll be making. I want to say I want to shoot high, so I want to go like 70K.
Okay.
I want to be making in 5 years. I want to be making 70K and trending upwards.
Yeah.
So it's like yeah, in 5 years I can see that.
Okay. And then financially, or like just in general, in the next like 1 to 3 years, what do you need to do, or like how do you see yourself? Like what goals do you want to set in those years to achieve, to help get on this path, like to help keep you on this path? And what goal would you set for yourself in the next 1 to 3 years to attain a certain amount of money, to maybe get a licensing that you would need?
Well, definitely go after the license first. get all the the preparation I need to start in the real estate field. Um, so that would be the first thing. I know spending money on that would be like the primary thing, and then getting that out the way. And so I know I'll be like for the beginning I kind of be spending the money that I'll be making on break check and my side hustle. I'll be making that and putting that back into the real estate in the beginning. So I'm expecting like pretty much for the next 6-7 months, I expect to be saving up to get to where I'm on an even playing field, to where it's like, okay, well I can start saving for the real estate stuff, and then so I see like at the end of the year being able to start that. But I would say how much I would need to spend on it. I would say I would put away like at least 2,500, but I would probably be saving just double that and put away 5K, just so I know like whatever I do take out, I won't have to like reach into savings from somewhere else. So
Okay. So what was five? Would you say 5K is the amount that you would want to have to get started?
yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna make our target amount 5K, so we can save 5K for over the next within a year or within 2 to 3 years or however long our planning will be, so we can obtain our goal. Because if that's our number, then we're gonna hit that number, then we're gonna be ready to move on to the next step.
Okay.
So we can make a plan right now with your current income, like make you a budgeting plan, and so we can figure out how we're gonna get that 5K, because we don't want you to. So we want you, like you said, you want to continue to live comfortably. So we want to figure out if we need to increase inflow or if we can take down some expenses. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So we can go over the details of that over like your budget and stuff in later meeting. Like we can bring some finances, like some statements and whatnot. Because like honestly, people don't really know how much they're spending. Like if you don't have a budget or if you're not like already kind of budgeting, like you can really put it down on paper and see what you can cut off, and make a plan and actually put the extra money, and we have a couple apps, investment apps that I can recommend to you that will also help you keep track of like your savings, and when you get your checks you can put it in there and it'll take out a certain amount for you, and you can go from there. But 5K is actually, it's not a bad goal at all. I think it's very attainable. When we're making our SMART goals, we do want our goals to be specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time bonus, like so you can get it done in a good amount of time. So I would say your goal is very specific. 5K is a good number. So we'll start there. Then measurable. We we measured that on it's not unreasonable for the time that we're looking at. So we check that off. I believe it's very attainable, and since we know what your end goal is with real estate, then we know that you want to have some properties in a couple of years before you're a real estate guru and just have apartment complexes. You want to learn how to manage them, and to get there, we're going to start with this 5K, and we're going to put it in the right places. And go from there.
Cool.
All right, so let me get that down here. Your goal is relevance and time bonus. Okay. Let's see. Are there anything that do you have any fears or any concerns?
Fears and concerns. I don't really have fears or concerns. I'm I'm more excited than anything, But I know, that's what really gets people like messed up in the game. But I guess that's what I'm putting my trust in you for. Because it's like if I could trust in you guys to set me up on the right path, then I know I'm doing the right thing.
Okay, so there's one thing that I would like to recommend to you. Have you ever thought about like diversifying your portfolio or like adding different things to your network? Like you can have like stocks and bonds as options, even though like you're still in the wealth accumulation stage. You can still divide up your portfolio to where you have like everything you need like covered, then everything else is being like investments. So you can have like or we can manage your portfolio and we can trade like stocks and options for you and get, you know what I'm saying, some return on the money that you have just laying around or that you have put to the side. We can open up you like an investment portfolio and just, you know, like really kind of get the wealth accumulation thing going. So like while you're budgeting, you're also accumulating wealth while you're still like working. If that makes any sense.
Cool. I mean, that definitely sounds like a good thing. I always think about stocks, but I never think about them, if that makes sense. You know, like it's always on the mind, but it's like when you don't think about it, it's like, okay, well, stocks, what is that? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's something I would definitely look into, yeah, for sure.
What I always tell people is it's education that lasts a lifetime. Like it's the stuff that you really was supposed to learn in school. So like if you take a second out just to join the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Like all you have to do is watch, you know what I'm saying, everything's on YouTube, the internet, whatever. Take it in your own hands for 1 second, and then just go watch something and have somebody explain it to you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? On YouTube, you may not get the full picture,
Right.
but once you start talking to other people, you'll be a part of the conversation. And then, you know what I'm saying? Once if you start off on one of the trading gaps with like $50, then you just play with it, like, you know what I'm saying? Just do what somebody else do, or like just kind of see how it works, and you'll see like win money or lose money, and you see if you like it, see if you're not, but you'll be a part of the conversation. So when someone talks about it or someone like mentions it, you be like, oh, like let me check that out, or like let me, you know what I'm saying, let me see if this is good, or at least I know something about it, because that education lasts forever, and it's not like no super hard, like technically, like they make it as easy as broad daylight these days. So I would definitely recommend like just adding that to your portfolio, because it's when you rebalance your portfolio, like everything will always kind of make sense. Like you won't have too much in stocks and too much in, like, you know what I'm saying, to live, because well, it'll always be balanced. Like you put, say you have like $100, right? Like that's your worth or whatever, and you only have like 10% in stocks, so you always have $10. You have 10% in stocks. So if you have $10 in stocks right now, but if you have $200, you have $20 in stocks. Right. You know what I'm saying? So and so you always want to keep it balanced. You know what I'm saying? So it's one thing that I would recommend that you think about, just like when you managing like life and portfolio, just like trying to keep everything, you know what I'm saying, balanced to where you can grow everything at the same time while you're accumulating your wealth.
Cool. I'll definitely look into that, yeah, for sure.
Sir, is there do you have any questions or?
Nah, I think you covered everything, you know. I'm excited about the journey, man. The next meeting, you know, so we get in here and
bring those finances, and we'll definitely go over, make you a budgeting plan, get everything set up, like, you know what I'm saying, get you on the right path so you kind of see and visualize. I don't know if you're like a visual or audio learner, but like, get you some visuals so you can definitely see exactly what we're looking at.
Bet. I appreciate that, man.
No problem, man. I'm glad that you took your time and came and see me.
All right, nice to meet you, Ken.
Appreciate you. First step to a successful journey.
Thank you.
Thank you.